Our Small Business Saturday coverage continues with a maker who's combining her interest in quality gemstones with her passion for jewelry.
The pieces are both beautiful and accessible. Joining us now is Elise Martin, the owner of Lily and Quartz. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course. So, okay, I was reading on your website. This business started in your dining room?
Yep, in my one-bedroom apartment in Portland.
Tell us more about how it started, what inspired you, and how it's grown.
Yeah, so I've been making jewelry since I was in 4th grade, when I would grab tools from my dad's toolbox and literally start using the wire cutters and the pliers to start bending metal. And I would send my mom off with little bits of jewelry that I was selling for like $3 to her friends at work, and then that would funnel into me being able to buy more beads and supplies, which I was delighted about. And then I went through college, decided I wanted to do work in social justice and advocacy. I did that for about 4 years and then realized that I had the courage all of a sudden to do something that was really risky and to start a business. And I'm so grateful for my friends, family, partner for supporting me to do something that is pretty risky. It's not like a standard paycheck you got like every 2 weeks. And I started slow, you know, online and on Instagram, started making my way into markets, and then this year I decided to make the plunge and open my very first storefront. We open on Black Friday at noon, 560 Congress Street. It's going to be really exciting, and my friends and I have been there all day and all night this month, just cranking it out and doing everything ourselves. So I hope that when folks come in, they really feel that love and energy we put into the space.
Is it kind of crazy how this has happened, where you're talking about when in 4th grade, and now you're opening up a business in Portland on right downtown in the busiest part of the city?
Yeah, I grew up in Portland, you know, from Presumpscot to Lyman Moore into Casco Bay, so it's always been near and dear to my heart. Even when I lived in Bar Harbor for 4 years in college, I knew I wanted to come back and that this was my place to be. So it's literally a dream come true, and I can't believe I'm able to do this.
Yeah, the timing couldn't be better as well, you know, just the holidays and everything. And of course, Small Business Saturday on Saturday. So you put a focus on sourcing high quality, affordable gems. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I started having this interest in crystals and gemstones, and then that kind of led into jewelry again. So I started making again, learning about different minerals, and you know, creating jewelry that can fit anyone's budget. So whether we're talking sterling silver or gold-plated jewelry, or going into fine jewelry. And I had the pleasure of meeting Nicole Souter from Nicole Elise Jewelry, and she designed my engagement ring. And I had such an interest in this, and she was so kind to be like, you know, someone showed me the way when I was younger, and I want to pay that forward. So she's been taking me under her wing and kind of launching me into the fine jewelry world. So now that I'm able to offer custom engagement rings, I can make silver jewelry myself, but I haven't quite made it all the way into fine jewelry yet.
Yeah, what type of jewelry do you offer? And talk about some of the jewelry you brought here this morning that's right in front of us.
And your necklace you're wearing
I know.
Gorgeous.
Yep, so the dainty gemstone necklaces are probably my best-selling thing, because you can get different gemstones set in different metals, whether that's sterling silver, gold fill, or solid gold. So I think that's why it appeals to people, because there's something for everyone's budget. I brought some of the rings that I was able to metalsmith today, as well as
today.
Not today, but
Okay.
I brought them today. No, usually I'm not super fast.
Takes me
like
These
3
are
hours to do
gorgeous.
just one, and then an example of a custom engagement ring setting.
And do you have a favorite gemstone or one that is more popular, you know, with customers?
Yeah, I named Lily and Quartz for one of my favorite flowers and favorite rocks. I love how versatile quartz is. The only downside is people always think my name is Lily, but it's named after the flower.
Do you put a focus on making your pieces accessible when it comes to price? You don't want to
Yes.
overprice people, because not everyone can afford like a $5,000 ring or necklace.
Absolutely. There's stuff in the shop that's as low as $12, and they're great. And I always try to keep accessibility and affordability in mind, because I want anyone who comes in to feel like they're able to get something. And if there's ever kids who are like, oh, my mom like ran out of money, I always slip them something for free, because I want to make sure people feel like they're welcome and are able to be in the space.
And you know, they're, like we said, you know, they're affordable, but they look high quality. You know, they look wonderful and like they're more expensive than what they are.
Totally, and I feel like that is where like my knowledge in gemstones come in, because you start to figure out what things are more plentiful in the earth, so therefore the price range is a bit lower, but they still look gorgeous.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, so what has the support been like? I mean, obviously owning a small business, you know, can be a little daunting. Like you even said, you know, you took the plunge, but what has the response been like?
It's been quite beautiful, especially folks who've been buying with me since I was selling on Instagram, and they would come pick up their order at my apartment to now be like, I can't believe how much you've grown, because I started the business in February of 2022. So we're almost 3 years in, and it's just been such a privilege to, like, given the conversations I have with people at markets and online, to be able to, you know, show them what I have to offer, and just to be so humbled that people would be willing to spend their money on things that like I create or things that I source. So I'm just very honored to be able to be in the spot I am today.
What are people going to see when they walk into your store when it opens up, coming up soon?
Oh, they're gonna see all the painting that my friends have done. We've been in there day and night. They're gonna see a bunch of gemstones, and then a wall just of jewelry hanging down, and then just a bunch of ring displays. And then in the back, we even made a consultation area for folks who want to design custom pieces.
Oh, that's great. And what are the hours going to be? Do you know yet?
Right now, I'm hoping to be open Thursday through Sunday, 10 to 6, but we'll see how things go as we adjust.
All right.
And one last, also the address one more time and your grand opening.
Yep, 560 Congress Street. We're opening on this Black Friday at noon, and we'll be open till 6.
And your website, if people want to order online.
LillianQuartz.com.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you
How
so much.
exciting is this? I can't believe it. The timing is perfect.
I'm going to get going from fourth
Yes.
grade, just borrowing your dad's tools, to now opening up
brick
your
and
own
mortar.
shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
So exciting. All right. Well, thank you so much for showing us these beautiful pieces.
Yeah, thank
and
you
good
for
luck
having
this
me.
weekend.
Thanks.